it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peace that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I get to welcome you to a Feel Good Friday, y'all. Really excited for my guest who's in the building, Dr. Annette Galindo. We're going to be talking all things the Amistad School, y'all. I'm really excited to get into it because y'all need to know about the amazing educational institutions that exist in our community. And she is here to give us the full download on the amazing Duolingo program that they have at the Amistad School. So y'all know I'm about to be getting into it today on this Feel Good Friday. But before I do, I get to get into it with you. What up, though? This is the top of the show. So this is where you help us grow by sharing this show with others who you feel could benefit from our daily dose of dopeness. We always work to give you here on the Day with Trae. And as always, if you cannot watch us, you can still listen to us anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network in the Day with Trae. You'll find us on your favorite platform. Now, I have the opportunity, before I get into it with Dr. Galindo, I have the opportunity to actually uplift and amplify an amazing Black-owned business in our community, y'all. Creative Creates LLC, that's creative.creates.llc on Instagram, is doing phenomenal work by reaching out and saying, what's up? You guys got shirts you want? You got some canvases you want? He has some phenomenal products right there on his Instagram, and you can just DM him. Now, I am wearing one of these phenomenal products, and this message resonates with me fully. It says, I'm never busy, just productive, okay? Movement does not equate progress. Now, this is a whole word, but in my life, it is true. You know, there's a lot of work that it takes to not only make this show happen, but to do my full-time day job, right? And do this on the side as something that I just love, right? Building and uplifting and amplifying community media is something that Converge Media has really steeped itself into. And now we really are showcasing brilliance everywhere. You know, it started off with us doing small stories here and there, and we were capturing what was going on in community. But what we are doing now, I am so grateful to be a part of. And I'm grateful to be able to take some time to amplify and uplift an amazing business that is working tirelessly to bring you all of the creativity in your fashion. Now, y'all know I love me some fashion, right? So, of course, I had to cut it up and make it my own. But if you are looking for an amazing vendor who is local, who is Black, so you can circulate those dollars into the Black community, check out creative.creates.llc on Instagram. Go ahead and message him. Say, hey, I saw some amazing products. I'm looking to get this canvas or this shirt, or hey, we need some shirts made with our own logo. Can we work with you? This is the opportunity for you to take something intentional in terms of how you're spending your dollars. All right. So again, let this message be a motivation to you, because I promise you, everything that I got to do got to be on the productive side. Ain't that right, E? He knows. Well, after this short break, up next, we got Dr. Annette Galindo, the Interim Head of School for the Amistad School. Y'all, I'm excited to get into her and learn more about what they're doing over there to invest in the young minds of tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Hello, welcome to Elite Insights with Carlos Imani. We're looking to offer an in-depth look at event production industry through the lens of client experiences and joint successes. The podcast will emphasize guest interviews, focusing on client discussing their fields and reflecting on their collaboration with Elite Collective. Again, you're with Elite Insights. Carlos Imani here. See you guys in a few.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, besties.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Your host, Trae Holiday, joining me right now. We got Annette. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. Well, the Amistad School is a special place in terms of our educational institutions. And before we talk about the school, I just want to talk a bit about you and your background. What do you feel like really led you into the role you have now as the interim head of school?
Thank you for asking that. When I learned about the school, I didn't even know about the school when the recruiter reached out to me and asked me, and without even knowing the school, she said to me, I can't disclose any information. All I can say is it's a dual immersion, a two-way dual immersion school. I said, I'm in.
Oh, wow.
Today, you know, when I see the kids, when I see kids from all walks of life, not just Spanish speakers, when their parents drop them off at the door, they look at their parents and they say goodbye, and then they turn around to us and start talking Spanish. That to me is amazing. And it's something that, for many reasons, we should be doing. First, when I think about Spanish speakers that come to this country like I did, I didn't speak a word of English. And back then, it was either swim or sink. I had one English as a second language class. And I was very fortunate that I had a good academic base, and that helped me, meaning those abilities that I learned in my first language, I was able to transfer to English. Without that, there was no way I was going to make it. So that's exactly what we do. Spanish English Immersion School, we offer early learning, kids from 1 year old all the way up to 8th grade. And in the early learning programs, it's 100% in Spanish. So these little kids are, from day one, they begin to communicate in Spanish, whether it's one word, whether it's a gesture, whatever it may be, a drawing. And it is amazing to see them in a month, the little ones, because their minds, they're like sponges, right? And their brain is so flexible. I'm not just saying this is based on research, that the brain can expand. And now they're not just using one part of the brain, they're using multiple parts of the brain. So on a personal level, being part of a school that is providing what I missed, what I didn't have. And not only that, the ones that are English speakers, the ones that are from here, our students that are from here, they're learning another language. They're becoming bilingual, and at times multilingual, because we have kids that speak more than 1, 2, 3 languages.
Wow. You know, this is, not only are you 100% correct, the science backs it up, right, in terms of what you're talking about. And I loved it because my son was learning Spanish at a young age, and I wish I could have known about the Amistad School because he was already incubated, right, in this amazing, oh my God, his education was amazing. But to continue it is so important. Tell us a bit about how families are connected to the approach that you all take when it comes to education.
So we partner with families. When a family becomes a member of our community, it's not just the student, it's the entire family, which allows us to keep our costs down because families, they volunteer to do different things. We tap into the talents of families to help us grow, market, and events. Tech, we right now are in the midst of remodeling our, not renovating, not remodeling, renovating. And we have families all hands on trying to help us. And even people that we've contracted to do the work, when they learn about the school, when we tell our story about our kids, our community, they're like, how can I help? Wow. Which is amazing. And so, yeah, no, the families are 100% on board. Many of our family members don't speak Spanish. However, they now are, some of them have asked me, can you please offer Spanish classes for the parents too? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, let me see what I can do here. Because they are inspired by their own children, right? And the way, you know, when I think about being multilingual, it's not about the language. It's about the other benefits, right? Problem solving skills improve. Critical thinking skills improve. Empathy, which is something that we need our kids to learn to be more empathetic. It's like you speak one language and you transition to the other one. Everything is being transformed, right? You are now thinking in a different way. Wow. And the families love that. When they come to events, you know, they're just amazed what their kids are doing. Yeah. And we support our families. We have so many events to support our families throughout the year. For example, we have Parents' Night Out, so we get to keep their kids at school. And it's run by teachers that they volunteer their time because they appreciate everything that our families do. Once a month there is their Parent Night Out, then we have sleepover that happens twice a year. I happen to be there for the second one, and I'm like, whoa, this is a lot. In my mind, I'm thinking, liability, right? What do we do with this? But the kids had a blast, and they had it all under control. Wow. So it again, being part of Seattle Amistad School, it's being part of a community. It's not just about educating a child. We educate the whole child and some. Wow. The parents become part of that as well.
It's important though too. I mean, when we're talking about duolingo programs, you know, creating young biliterate children in our community and society, it is so necessary. And I remember when I was a young adult and I would look at things. I took Spanish for 3 years, thought I knew a little something, right? And it's like, oh wait, if I spoke Spanish, I can make an additional $2, $3 an hour, you know, right? What, additional $5 an hour? That's real. So the impact of, you know, us living here and opening up the space for this type of innovation in education is so needed and necessary. I really love hearing you talk about the parents coming in, all hands on deck. I think the best educational institutions involve parents in that way. Now, since your time as interim, you know, when we think about the importance of the continuation of Seattle Amistad School, tell us a bit about that, because I know you're probably thinking too, okay, you know, 3-5 years down the line, how do we keep this growing in that regard, right? Tell us a little bit about how you foresee the impact that you're making in Seattle and keeping it going.
Well, we're in a very unique situation. We are the only independent school that offers a two-way immersion program, Spanish and English. I mean, there is the French school, there are others. However, as an independent school, we're the only ones, as far as I know, that we go to 8th grade, right? There are others that go, their early learning centers, maybe to kindergarten, but as far as going all the way to 8th grade, I think we're it. That's one. And then for me, it's about exposing what we're doing. We have phenomenal teachers. And when the parents, they witness that, when they interact with them, when they get to meet them, when they, when they hear their kids. And sometimes I had a parent say to me, they were talking about syllables and how his child made connections between English and Spanish around how to break down words. I can't remember exactly, but he was like blown away because this is like a 7-year-old making those types of connections, right? And it's important for the school to be known for the work that we're doing. And for me, on a personal level, I want to provide access to excellent education to all children. Because that's the reason, we offer financial aid, we accept all state, city subsidies. Yes, it is more work to do that. But if I want to tap into the population that may never know about Amistad or may think that they could never speak another language, that's what we need to do. Yeah. We want to bring in all socioeconomics. It's not just the people that can pay, no. And going back to the families and the whys, I think it's important for us to continue the work that we're doing, is that Amistad, it's just an amazing place. It really, really is. And some of the things that we've been doing, like I was saying before, we're renovating the institution. The kids are going to be so happy when they walk in, because there is a sense of pride when you walk into a place and it's completely, painted, and I don't know, just, I cannot wait until next week when the kids get to school and they see the facility.
This is what, you got me on one now, okay? And then you got me on one, because this is exactly what we're talking about. We're in this back to school moment right now, and all families are gearing up for, kids to come back. And so that's what I was gonna be asking, right? Like your excitement to see the kids in the building again, to really reconnect with families after the summertime. I really love the approach you all are taking to make this open, because independent school oftentimes means, yes, parents are paying out of pocket, but the idea that you have made it so accessible is necessary for folks to understand. I want to ask how the community continues to support Seattle Amistad School. I think it's such a needed and unique institution. How do others get involved and get connected to help spread the word of the great work y'all are doing?
Just keep talking about the school. Come visit the school. You can visit our website. It's seattleamistadschool.org, and we offer weekly tours. Our enrollment goes on. It's an ongoing enrollment. So the ideal entry point, it's either obviously early learning, and they can continue through 8th grade. Kindergarten is another good entry point, and it gets harder in the sense that unless they speak both languages, it gets a little harder for the kids as they get older if they're monolingual, right? Possible. We had a kid enter in the 5th grade and just graduated 8th grade and earned his seal of biliteracy, which means that we use an independent test, nothing to do with what we're teaching, just to test the 4 skills, reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And all of our kids that graduated earned the seal of biliteracy in both languages.
Wow.
So we're doing some great things.
Hey, I get to give y'all a hand clap. And you
you.
gave us the information and you said the website. So you at least put it out there for folks to know how to tap in.
Yes.
This is a phenomenal institution, Annette. And thank you for your passion, your story, that personal connection that this has to you. So you're definitely the right person in the right role to continue this. Lastly, I just want to say that, to the community out there, y'all, let's find a way to tap in. If you know of families who could benefit from this amazing educational institution, make sure you're going to the website. You are finding a way to get to those tours and find a way to support. I mean, ultimately, it is on us to keep these kinds of unique programs alive and thriving. And when we think about how we're impacting our future workforce, right? We need these young folks to have an understanding of not only the language, but the culture. And that's what I love about what she was sharing for Seattle Amistad School. Once again, Annette, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Can I say one more thing?
You sure can.
Speaking of Happy Friday.
Yeah, Feel Good Friday.
Feel Good Friday. We do have an event this Friday, this afternoon, 4 to 6. It is play date. It's meant for welcoming our families back, but there will be food, and if anybody's interested in learning about the school, please come over and join us. Or at open house October 25th.
So y'all heard that, okay? Today, they have an opportunity for you to tap in 4 to 6, or also October 25th. Annette,
Yes,
that was a
thank
great
you.
way to end us. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here, and again, for bringing your passion and your lived experience into the unique institution of Seattle Amistad School. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, look, did we get it all in? Y'all, we good? Okay, look, I'm checking with the team. Make sure we get it in for y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna wrap it all up right after this break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
We're electric. I feel like the fans can feel that, and we're just going to keep this going. He struck him out! Gino, like he never left Seattle!
Keep bringing the energy. We really need it. Let's go.
Got him at home! Goodbye, baseball counted it!
We show a lot of heart. This team has a lot of fight. You guys have been electric. You guys are the key to this, so thank you guys.
In Seattle, it's more than just coffee. It's community. At the station, we brew more than just your favorite cup. We brew connection. From Beacon Hill to Columbia City, we're a space for artists, activists, and everyone in between. A place to gather, create, and simply be. Whether you need a quiet place to work, a lively spot to meet friends, or just a moment to unwind, find your place at the station. More than coffee, it's home. Visit us in Beacon Hill or Columbia City. The station, where community happens. Here on Back to Besa, it's always been important to me that we uplift stories from across the region, and that no matter where you live in the nation, you never have to miss a moment of the show as we continue to highlight the beauty, excellence, and resilience of our communities across the Pacific Northwest. Why? Because representation matters. So no matter where you live, be it the Central District or Centralia, Portland or Pullman, or anywhere across the country, I encourage you to join me on this Back to Besa journey by downloading the free Fox Local app on your phone or smart TV as we continue to elevate the very best in our communities.
Working with Interim has been totally different than working with a traditional bank.
They're real, and they meet you right where you stand.
I was recently funded, and that money has just changed the trajectory of what we're able to do and our output. This has been just more than just funding or a one-on-one connect. It's been an opportunity for us to really grow and connect and build roots within the community.
As a small business owner, you need to put your faith into the right people, and they seem like good people to put their faith into.
Wow, welcome back, y'all, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Huge shout out to my guest today, Annette, bringing it home for the week with this Feel Good Friday. You know, this is such an inspiring story, not only her personal connection to this and this opportunity to pour into these young people, but the fact that we have this level of innovation right here in the Seattle greater metro area is something to really be proud of, y'all. We need more of these kinds of institutions, but the fact that we have a phenomenal one that is kind of leading the way when it comes to early learning all the way through 8th grade. And Annette is right. I only heard about it going up to maybe pre-K, right? Right before they have to get into public school. But this independent institution, y'all, is showing us that there is a way to innovate the ways that our children are learning about culture and understanding how to connect in a deeper way with those that may not look like them. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about people who are building on their critical thinking and empathy, as Annette said, right? And so what an amazing way to end this week. And I got to give another shout out to Creative Creates LLC for my amazing t-shirt. And not only is it that we have the opportunity to support our local businesses and circulate dollars, but it's about building relationships, y'all. So I'm gonna encourage you again to go ahead and go to creative.creates.llc on Instagram. Hit them up, let them know, hey, I like that shirt, or I like this canvas, I'm trying to support. These kinds of opportunities are in our hands, just like it's in our hands to ensure that the amazing educational institutions like Seattle Amistad School continue to keep us innovative here in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll be back with you next week. And until then, on Monday at 11 a.m., peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.